What is up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Today was a really good trading day. Our E8 payout got approved for 20k, and we also secured a Tradeify payout for 13.5k. I'm just gonna be breaking down the trades I took today because as soon as my payout got approved, I was able to trade again. So I took two trades today, up a total 16.6k on this account, not counting my Apex and not counting my Tradeifys. But let's break down the trades I took today. Alrighty, guys, let's get into trade number one that I took on Nasdaq pre-market, just to show you guys my executions right here and the account balance. You can see that right there. But let's get into the trade. So to start off, as soon as I got on the charts, I zoomed out to the 1 hour chart, and I saw basically we inversed this fair value gap here, respected this 1 hour gap. We trade back into this 1 hour gap here pre-market. We form a 1 hour swing. So because of that, my bias is, well, not fully bearish for the whole session, but at least until we take out that weak low that we formed pre-market, or post-London, I think you could call it. But essentially, after we formed that swing, I noticed that we had SMT up here at these highs. So for me, I'm looking for these failure swings to get taken and for this low to be ran. I took my initial entry up here after the CISD and all these inversions. Then I scaled in another set basically. Once I noticed this order block that was formed, I didn't notice it before I took the trade, but after I noticed it, I tightened my stops to this fair value gap high, and I added another position, and then I just TP'd here. I TP'd a little earlier so I can match my consistency rule, but that's the trade recap for this trade basically, guys. We got that 1 hour swing, and after that I'm just looking for the nearest draw on liquidity, which is this low. It's kind of like London low, I would say, a little after London, but still a really good draw because of the failure swings leading down to it and the 1 hour swing we formed. So that's trade recap 1, guys. Let's get into trade recap 2. Guys, let's get into the next trade recap. I took this before the market closed, but I held it into Asia for the consistency rule. Here's the execution. Here's the account balance. I just want to show you guys that before we get into the recap. So first thing I was looking at gold was this high, and I noticed we formed SMT with the Great British Pound pair for gold. Formed that SMT. Also formed another SMT here between these two 4 hour candles. And after this candle formed and we closed as a swing, I expected us to sell off. Let me get to my draws on liquidity here. After we formed the higher time frame SMT here, we also had this lower time frame SMT. And the thing I noticed right away is all these failure swings. That these are strong draws that I talked about in my draw on liquidity video if you guys didn't check that out. But essentially, I wanted us to take out these lows before we ran any higher. And let's talk about my entry here and why I TP'd at this low, as you guys can see. Guys, let's get into the entry for this trade. So basically, after we formed these SMTs at the highs, the higher time frame one and lower time frame one, I just waited for some sort of inversion, and we got that here. These two candles inverse these 15-minute gaps. So at that point, I'm like, okay, we're ready to fall. I entered here just in case before market opened, and you know, on these E8 accounts, you could hold into market close, so that's really clutch. Market opened for Asia, pumped up a little bit, filled this gap, and then dumped to my take profit. Why did I take profit here at these lows instead of all these failure swings? It's pretty simple. I just didn't want to get greedy. Also, there's a consistency rule, but at this point, the trade was like a 2R, so it would be pretty greedy for me not to take it. It was more than a 2R actually, but yeah, guys, never be greedy with your take profits, especially when you're trading prop firms. You want to maximize your win rate. And for me, this was the best approach, especially since I am dealing with that consistency rule. Well, thank you guys for watching this video. I hope you got some value from it. I hope these trade recaps can help you guys. I'll be dropping more just like these. So drop a sub and drop a like, guys. I'll see you guys soon.